Make $1 million cash for you flatline. Make a master plan, watch it backfire. Burn it all down and collect the ashes. Build it back, respect your passion. Witness to some shit that you shouldn't see. Whisper to yourself what you wouldn't be. Victim to the block where your...
It's your boy Zay, and we back with another podcast, Official Site Fashion, where we talk about fashion, financial literacy, and mindset, and you know who I'm with again.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Zion tapping in with yet another episode of Official Site Fashion. And yet again, we bring to you another dope, young, creative, and entrepreneur, somebody I met on my HBCU campus. Once again, we got Mr. Femi Akinola, better known as CHASETECH Mobile Phone Repair. How you doing today, bro?
Yes, sir. I'm good.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad to have you on, bro.
So I'm glad to be here too.
Most definitely. So, man, CHASETECH is someone I actually seen come up literally from us being freshmen in college. I remember him repairing phones in our freshman dorm, and now he has a fully thriving mobile cell phone repair business. So you want to dive into his journey, how he started, what made him start, etc. So, bro, growing up, what was your childhood like? And if I would have asked a young Femi what he wanted to be, what would he have told me?
I wanted to be a lot of things. Growing up in Nigeria, like one thing I normally see, like you always want to become what you see people doing around you.
Yeah.
Both of my parents were police officers. I wanted to become a police officer. I wanted to be a banker because I go to the bank. I like the way they dress. They got air conditions everywhere. But coming down to America like changed my perspective on a lot of things. Being a police officer down here is like being the enemy of the people. Like, yo, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not going to get shot. Being a banker, I got tired of suit and tie. That's one thing I really want to make me start up my own business where I could dress the way I want to dress. I could pull up whenever I want to pull up in. Yeah.
So most definitely, bro. You said a lot of significant things. First, you said you were from Nigeria. So, like, what was your perception like growing up in a different country? What was your perception of America growing up? And like, how did your perception change once you got here?
Yo, America. I used to growing up. I'm like into movies and stuff. That's what made me the way I'm talking to you now. You guys can understand. It's not because I went to some English school. It's just movies. I watch a lot of movies.
Right. Yeah.
Coming down here, before I came down here, most movies I watch is most movies they do back then. It's mostly in New York, Chicago, and that's the America I know. But
you got South Carolina.
When I came down here,
oh yeah.
I was like, okay, it's probably because it's just the airport. I was like, they kept driving. I was like, yo, this is the jungle. Like, where am I? There's no different with Nigeria down here. And I was like, yo, okay. And later on, this too, they have the countryside. They have the the south, right? They have the upper north, like the New York. Those are the different sides.
Yeah.
I just thought America was all the same.
Yeah, did you have any disappointments when you found out how something worked here? How white people might treat us or something like that?
I'm gonna say, I see the race thing, but I just never, I always thought it's just the movies and stuff. But when I came down there and I saw the way some people would look at you differently, act funny, and I didn't get it at first, but later on with my experience down here, I went to a little private school where we had this one white guy, and I don't know, he said this to me I should go back to my country, no one wants me here. But I didn't take no offense to that, but I knew I was supposed to be mad. But I always try to be the best version of myself. But later on, I gave him a payback. I'll whoop his ass. We got into, but now we cool though, because we was on the basketball team together, and we later became friends, and
Most definitely.
Man, that's what's up. So I had checked your page, man, and you was having prices for a screen fix for a iPhone 6, and you was charging $45. But in Greenville, or I don't know if you got them in Columbia, there's a place called You Break iFix. So with these other industries and these other just repair companies, so why do you charge lower than them, and what makes your service more valuable than theirs? Yeah.
I'm gonna say like what brought me to repair is the reason why my prices are always like down. I try to keep it that way. Coming into fixing phones and stuff, like I broke my phone,
Right.
called a couple of places. They were like calling crazy prices that I know I couldn't afford, and I had to like try to do this myself. And when I got into it and I started fixing people's phones, I was like, yo, I'm gonna always try to keep my price down for people. And one thing I say, my slogan, it's a fast and affordable service. Like, I feel like it should be a service where people could be able to like fix their phone. And now with my pricing, if you call me and you tell me you're BC student, Ireland student, I try to keep my price low. Like, probably give you like a 10% discount or give you a free K. I'm just trying to make you feel comfortable because I've been there. I mean, I'm still a student too,
Right.
and I know how hard it is to like come up with money or even get a part-time or full-time job.
Okay, so one of the things you said when I first asked you, you said that you wanted to be an entrepreneur so you can have the freedom to pull up when you want to you don't want to dress suit and tie. Like, I kind of relate to that because like as like this new generation of adults we're becoming, I feel like it's a less and less emphasis on you have to work for someone or you have to fit a certain mold so you can get a certain job. So like, when did you realize entrepreneurship was like something you really wanted to do or something you felt like is better than having a job?
For me, I'm gonna say it's like denial, where you try to apply for a job and they tell you you're not a good fit, you're not good enough. I was like, yo, I know I deserve. I could get this job. Like, why do I have to go through all this? Try to go get a resume. I want to go for it. I gotta suit up. Like, suiting up doesn't mean you know the real me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I could come up with a suit and be a bad person. Like, all that, I just couldn't like deal with it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna find a way to come up with something to make my money.
So let me ask you this. So since I feel like suiting up and like fitting a certain mold aligns with us being in college because they groom us to fit a certain mold to work for someone. Do you feel like college is necessary in today's time in order to be successful, in order to be like prosperous in this world?
I would say, with my background in Nigeria, my dad used to be like school.
Yeah, my dad's in there. He's like,
But you know, coming to America, I saw a lot of people that did not finish college and they doing great. And I was like, yo, what? You know, you gotta see like the musician, like most of them just drop out of school and they still doing great. We got the Facebook guy, he never finished college.
yeah,
We got the Tesla guy too.
Elon Musk.
His major doesn't even have nothing to do with what he's doing now, because he majored in biology and now you're making cars. Like, you're supposed to be feeding some plants or fixing like now you're doing cars. Like, I just feel like for me, me being in college now just gives me time to think of what I want to do. Because if I was to go out of high school and go straight to like working full time, I feel like now I'll just be doing like a demolition man, because that's something I did when I got out of high school. I started doing demo job where like we'll flip houses, break the old stuff, and put in new stuff there. Now in college, it's just giving me the time to try to like think of something that I really want to do.
So like technology, like itself, so like the technology business is like $1 billion like this business, and as a black man, you doing this, and like only 13% of black people is in the technology, like this industry. So what made you want to be in technology though? Like this, that's so like abnormal, like just nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, being black, it's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, when I pull up sometimes at some people's place to fix their phone, and once I put my window, it's like, yo, you black? You was a brother for real? Like, yeah. I was like, I thought you was Mexican or Indian, because these are the people that really be fixing phones. Like,
right.
No, I'm black. And you know, it's just something that I did one time for myself, and I just fell in love with it, and I like the way it makes me feel, and I like the way it makes people feel. Like, once you finish fixing people's phone, you see the reaction. Like, I think I would just have a YouTube page where I just put my customers' reaction after you fix it. When they, like, you know, I believe a lot of people can't do without their phones.
That's testimonials.
Once you fix it, like the excitement, like it just makes me feel like I'll be getting goosebumps sometimes.
And like, how long like have like you been doing this, like since you were young, or like a couple years ago? Or
This started my junior year in high school.
yeah.
Junior year in high school, I broke my phone. I was like in the countryside, crazy prices, and I fixed my phone, and the phone was working. I told one of my friend. During that same time, Frank, he broke his phone. You know, it's a private school, and he came to me like, "Yo, you said you fixed your phone. Can you fix this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can fix it." And it was like, "How much?" I just gave him a price. I think I said like 200, and so,
200.
yo, he just brought the money to me, and I was like, okay. So I ordered the parts. Then I made crazy profit off it, but you know, I just fixed the phone, and this was working. I gave him back the phone, and this guy is a person that, you know, he plays baseball, basketball. He was like all around that, so he just went around telling people, he fixed my phone, and everyone started bringing the phones to me, and I was like, okay, this is it. And I was that guy that would be like, then I played basketball, but like, ball is life, ball is this, ball is that. Ball wasn't bringing me no money then.
Yeah.
And me fixing it was, you know, bringing me a little bitty change then, and I was like, you know, this might be, now I could afford stuff that I want to get without going to go beg anyone for nothing.
So say if your phone business like took off right now and you making like a copious amount of money right now, would you stay in school?
That's a tough question now.
Yeah.
Right now I've been thinking about like, yo, what am I, you know, doing in school? But I feel like, you know, growing up, my mom invested a lot in me. You know, me being here now, there's a lot of kids in Africa that just want to leave and have a better opportunity and do other stuff. Like, they don't have the funds to do it. And I feel like my mom put a lot into it. Me going to school back then, like, my schools are like, sometimes I'll be looking at professors down here, teachers down here, coming like, oh, I got 3 classes, that's about 70 students all together, that's why I can't grade your work on time. Where I'm from, like, the last class I was in, we had about 190 students in one class. And mind you, those classes are like A, B, C, D, E to like J or K. And my class was like the lowest. We had 190 students in it.
Oh, snap.
So, you know, with that, I feel like, you know, my mom did all of this. So really, this BSc I'm about to get is just like giving her like, yeah, I finished college, because it's something she couldn't do.
Yeah, right.
And it's just something I want to do, like, to keep them like, yo, mama, I did it.
Most definitely. Do you feel like it's hard to balance the business in college now? Or have you found a balance where you're able to do both easily?
So at first, when the COVID started, that's when the business started picking up too. With that, I was doing online classes where, you know, I had my phone, you know the car order thing for GPS. I'd be in class, I'd be fixing phones. Like when the professor say something, I'd be like, unmute my mic. Hey, I'm here. It was easier then because the classes were online. But when we go back in person, like I was the first 2 weeks, I couldn't balance the thing, and I was like trying my best to like get it together. But now I realize like this business is valuable and people need me. And in order for me to give you my service, a lot of people could wait. So now when you give me a call, I always have my little timetable on my screen. Once you give me a call, I see what classes I have next. That way I could set up, let's say I have a class 12 to 1. I know from 1 to 2 I'll be like, would 1 o'clock work for you, 1:15? Like, yo, yeah, I could wait. Like 1:15, all you gotta do is send me your address and I'll be with you 1:15. So once I get out of class, in between classes, I'll be running to go fix phones and get back to class. Now I could balance it, and once it's like late at night, 8, I just stop going around.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. So you say you started your business when you were junior in high school. So how was the transfer from your business from being in high school to coming to a new environment in Benedict?
So with the high school thing, like I said, it's like a small private school. It's just, let's say 2-3 people a week, like, which was more than enough for me then. Coming to Benedict, like, it's another state, it's another school. I didn't know no one around, but I really felt welcome coming to an ABCD school, because it was like, yo, that was like, I felt comfortable. Like, I didn't feel like I was in a place where I wasn't welcome. I felt comfortable. Everyone looked like me, talked like me. I'm not really talking because I got an accent. But with that, with Benedict, what I did was my friends, I fixed a couple of phones for free, just for them to see like I'm legit, like I'm gonna do this thing. And I opened an Instagram page. I started telling people, yo, I could fix your phone for $60, but if you could give me a shout out, I'm gonna fix your phone for $50. So that way, everyone's like, I could just do that. It's real easy from there. I started like the page. I have about 2K followers on it. So now like Instagram works like magic. Most of my customers, I get it off Instagram, and you know, word of mouth also goes a long way too. People tell people this guy did, like a lot of people just gonna be like, Ashani told me you fixed their phone, so I'll be like, I don't even remember the Ashani game.
You were just on the phone with somebody.
Like, I don't know, but yeah, I sure did fix their phone.
Man, you make a great point because you said that you did it for free, and sometimes, man, you gotta do it like just for free. But you know, man, you took like a phone call like just earlier, and then somebody said, "Well, do you know like, just
I don't even remember the person anymore." That's why for me, I try to keep a good rap with every customer I meet. That way, they could always remember this guy fixed my phone. He fixed it in a timely manner, a good price. I'm referring to someone else.
Yeah, and have somebody try like to lowball you, like just just like before, just knowing like somebody else. So,
yo,
all the time.
I've gotten that, and it's just like crazy. Now I don't want to say my own people, but
yeah,
it's crazy how some people call me and after fixing your phone, you don't have the money. I'll be like, yo, so why did you call me if you know you don't have the money? This is not a charity, it's a business.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, can you wait, can you do this? So now it started making me like set rules in place. Now if I come up to you and you acting sketchy, you gotta pay your money up front. And I'm sorry, I stay in an apartment, but if you stay in an apartment, you gotta pay me that money up front.
Yeah.
You gotta pay me that, because what they do is once I fix the phone, they be like, can I see the phone so I could cash up you the money? Once you give them the phone, they just take up running. And an apartment, you don't really know where they came out from. It's like you can't start going to houses and start knocking on the door. But if it's a residential place, you can't run away from your address. Or an apartment, you can just run into a room and I can't leave my car and chase you.
Most definitely. Yeah, so like within giving customer service and like all the different scenarios you just mentioned, what is some of like the best lessons you learned giving customer service and dealing with people?
One thing I learned is, take my money up front first, get your money first. And one thing I learned is that, people be going through a lot of stuff, and you just gotta thank God for where you at. Because some people, I feel bad for, mostly females. Like most people who call me, they're like females and baby drama, baby daddy issue, like smashing the phone. Like, I'd be like, yo, he might be smashing that phone now. Once the phone is not there, he gonna smash your head next. Like you gotta run. You gotta know when it's time to like say, no, I can't do this no more.
Yeah, I feel that, man. And I had another question, bro. Cause we talked about like just earlier, like about teaching people and getting like your certification. So in the long run, like, do you want to teach like just other brothers on like just what you do and have like your own store?
Oh yeah, sure. That's the goal. The goal right now, really, I do want to have my store, but it's something where I'm still in school and I don't want to start a business where I won't be there to like before I get someone I could trust to be at the store. I don't want to start a business now and I'm always away.
Yeah.
That way whoever's running it might just running for their own pocket. Right now, the goal is once I get out of school, I get a store. And for me, training people, it's something I want to do. Like, because I've even gotten like a couple of people texting me. The one that stood up the most was a young guy. He's an high school student. He sent me some resume, and I was like, okay, this is it. I'm gonna do this for real. And once I could get a store, they're gonna be like a little corner side where I just train kids.
Yeah.
That way, I feel like there's a ton of people that don't know what they want to do. That way, you could have the opportunity to try something new.
Yeah, bro. So like here on the Official Side Fashion, we like to talk about finances and financial literacy. So can we talk about like how profitable cell phone repair is, like in terms of the parts and time and labor it takes, and like the type of prices you can charge and the margin in between?
I'm gonna say it's a good price. One thing I try to do is whatever amount I buy this screen. Let's say I buy a screen for $50. I'm gonna charge you, and you want to fix your phone for that. You want to fix that phone that uses the $50 screen. I'm gonna charge you I'm gonna charge you another price like 50-50. Like let's say I also have a turnover. You're gonna pay the same. I double the amount of the screen. That makes it 100. And once it's 100, and I put my profit to it. If you an outsider, I put like a bigger margin.
Yeah.
If you're like college student, I put like a lower margin for you. That's how I try to do it. And one thing that keeps me going that I say to people is, if you want to survive, whatever, as long as you don't spend more than you earn, you'll be fine. As long as you don't spend more than what you earn, you'll be fine and you're gonna do good. And you don't try to live a life you can't afford.
Most definitely. Like, since I'm a first generation of here, because my dad came to America. So do you think being an immigrant gave you a different sense on how to manage money when coming to America? Because this is like a much more expensive place to live in terms of living, rather than Nigeria or Ghana, where my dad is from. So like, did that help your perception of money when you came here?
Oh yeah, with money in general, when I came down here, I found out something that people you see that drive fancy cars, have crazy houses, they don't really own that shit. Like,
Yeah.
they don't really own it. You living off credit. If something was to happen now, they can rip the car, they can take your house. Like, what I do is, if I can't afford something, I don't buy it. I just try to live like the life I can afford. The only way I see myself like taking out a big ass loan is to like start up a business which I know is something that's gonna make the money back, or I'm trying to get an house or something. I'm not about to put 300-400K into an house at once where I could just, take out a mortgage and use the money to do all the things that could bring me more money to pay that.
Yeah.
Man, you made a great point, because I remember that Rich Dad said in the book of Rich Dad Poor Dad, he said, man, don't buy a house if you got more than one stream of like this income, man. You gotta have like at least like 3. So use that one stream of like this income, and that could pay down your house.
Yeah,
so man, like, you made a great point, because like when you see people with these big houses and like these Teslas, man, they getting out loans and they paying like a copious amount of money back. So man, you made a great point, and I just want to say kudos to you, because you in like an industry where technology is growing fast as hell every day. Yeah, so it's like, it's almost at 60% as in January 2021, man. So man, just kudos to you for that, for sure, bro.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, bro. So like, are you into any different types of like, what do you do in your free time other than repairing phones? Like, are you into any other types of technologies like NFTs, cryptocurrency, anything else?
For me, I try to stay away from those.
Really?
I mean, it's just something I'm not into.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm just trying to, get my bread right. So when the time comes, I can get my store and, do all that. And I feel like with the crypto thing, people make profit off it. And basically the statistics for it is 100% of people go into it, 90% makes money off it. Why? No, 90% loses their money.
Yeah.
Why 10 makes more money? For me, what I'm into in making money is I provide my service to people and make my money that way, and I'm fine with that for now. If I have more than enough, that's when I feel like I would like to put my money into like crypto and invest in someone's stock or something.
So like down the road, do you plan on making CHASETECH a franchise where it's like multiple locations all over the country? Oh
yeah. That's the goal. Cause right now I have my younger brother is in is in Nigeria still, but he's working on like with a repair shop now, learning how to fix phones, computers and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is something I would like to do, an international business where we could. People get upgraded all the time. Down there, people don't have the opportunity to get like upgrade and stuff.
That's crazy.
I could just buy phones from people here at a lower price because they just want to get rid of it and get an upgrade and send it back home. And that way, people get the opportunity to I want to get this iPhone. Like over there, if you was to take an iPhone XR over there, it's like you're gonna pay a crazy price for it. And down here too, I also plan to expand like in the South here. Once I get settled down here in South Carolina, get my stuff, get everything up and running, find a person I could trust to like be like a manager down here, I could always go to another state and start up over again. I already, I know how to get to the peak real fast, know who to talk to, know how to open an Instagram page, know how to do the ads, make people like know you, and from there, once I get done with that, put someone there as the manager, go start up somewhere else, and That's the plan now.
Most definitely, bro. You
So-
said something very significant because I was just talking to my cousin who moved back to Ghana, and he was talking about like the demand for stuff here. You can take something here that's so simple and take it back home and sell it because it's like a demand for stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, oh,
Like
yeah.
he was talking about, we can buy cars at the auction and take them back.
Yeah, they get back there. Yeah.
And take them back there because he was doing that while he was in college. But you just basically did the same thing with Cellphone.
Oh yeah, with cell phone, I feel like a lot. iPhone is like it's not a common phone down there. So once you take it down there, that's like a lot of value. A lot of people only use an iPhone,
Yeah.
and you giving them for like a very good price. Like a lot of people can afford like $1,000 down here. If you take it down there, we're looking about like ‘1 million naira.
Yeah.
So no one's about to take $1 million to go buy a phone. So if we get the used one and take it over there, they don't mind paying half the price just to they also
Yeah.
want to use the iPhone.
Most definitely, bro. Well, that's all I got today, bro. I want to thank you, bro, from a first generation African and you as an immigrant, bro. I'm proud of what you're doing, bro.
Thank you.
It's very significant. And you can go ahead and plug your business, your personal Instagram, your business Instagram, where they can contact you.
Oh yeah, I believe everyone uses Instagram now.
Oh yeah.
My business, my Instagram page is CHASETECH _ and if you want to follow me on my main page, you could just go to the profile on the business page. You're gonna see my little actual main page on account, and Facebook Chase Noller. And I feel if you want to contact me, my contact info is also on my Instagram too, and you could look me up on Google too. Once you look up iPhone repair near me, you're gonna always see CHASETECH mobile repair.
Most definitely. And I forgot to ask one question I wanted to ask you in the interview. How did you come up with the name CHASETECH, bro? Because your name has nothing to do with CHASETECH, bro. So how do we get that?
Yo, so Chase is from a movie, from a TV show.
Mhm.
It's called, I don't know if you guys seen it, 24. Jack Bauer.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, there was a character that came in place probably the 5th season. His name was Chase. He's actually a white guy. I just like the way the guy was like about his bread. Like he was really focused. Like he did his job, did it went above and beyond. And I was like, I want to be that guy that like does this thing without caring about what is gonna happen. He just does it. I want to be that Chase. I want to chase the dollar sign.
I like that.
I love that, bro. I love that, man. Official Site Fashion, financial literacy, and mindset through the lenses of young creators and entrepreneurs. And yet again, we brought to you another dope young creative entrepreneur. Anything you want to add, Zay?
Man, just thank you for being on here, man.
Thank you guys for having me down.
For sure.
It's a
And
cool little place
Cause,
right here.
when you have your business, man, hopefully we can have you for a part 2.
Oh, sure. I will be always glad to come down here with you guys.
Most definitely,
Most
man.
definitely, bro. This is definitely not the last one. We can put together plenty more podcasts. But Official Site Fashion out. Always something new on the way. Be sure to tune into our latest podcast. Peace.
Make $1 million cash for you flatline. Make a master plan, watch it backfire. Burn it all down and collect the ashes. Build it back, respect your passion. Witness to some shit that you shouldn't see. Whisper